Let's talk about Dave. Dave works hard, 40 hours a week. He just got a raise. So Dave should be rich by now, right? Well, wrong. Dave is suffering from a problem that keeps millions of people, maybe even you, feeling stuck no matter how hard they work. Today, we're going to figure out exactly what that problem is, and I'm going to give you the roadmap to fix it for good.
Yeah, this is what we call the leaky bucket syndrome. If you've ever looked at your bank account at the end of the month and just wondered, where did it all go? This is for you. And here's the crucial part. You need to get this. You don't have an income problem. You have a leak problem.
And these are the leaks. I know, they look pretty harmless, don't they? A food delivery here, a forgotten subscription there, that little bit of interest on a credit card. But don't be fooled. Together, these things can drain your financial bucket completely dry before you even notice what's happening. So let's start plugging these holes one by one. All right, let's dive right in. Our first mistake, and honestly, the most common leak of them all, is something I call ghost expenses. These are the silent killers of wealth. Most of us think we have a pretty good handle on where our money goes. But what about that $6 coffee every morning? That app subscription you completely forgot about? Or that I've had a long day, I deserve a treat dinner? These aren't just little expenses. They are, and I'm not exaggerating, wealth terminators in disguise, quietly siphoning away your future. So the fix is actually really simple, but it is incredibly powerful. For the next 30 days, I want you to become a financial detective. You don't need any fancy apps. Just grab a notebook or open a simple spreadsheet. Your mission? Track every single cent that you spend. Because trust me, when you see in black and white that convenience actually cost you $200 last month, it stops feeling like a small treat and starts feeling like a really big problem. Let's move on to mistake number 2. And this is probably the most dangerous financial trap out there because it actually punishes you for being successful. It's called the golden handcuffs. This right here is lifestyle inflation. You get a 10% raise at work, so what do? You immediately get a 15% nicer car or a bigger apartment. You're earning more money, yes, but you are actually becoming financially poorer because your cost of living just exploded. And now you're locked into this brand new, much more expensive lifestyle. So here's the solution. I call it the stuntman strategy. The next time you get a raise, I want you to pretend it never happened. Just continue living on your old salary. That difference between your old salary and your new one, that's what we call your freedom gap. And what you're going to do is automate that entire amount every single month directly into an investment account. You're not depriving yourself, you are literally buying your freedom. All right, let's talk about mistake number 3. A leak so powerful it can sink your entire financial ship. This isn't just about having debt. It's what I call a debt emergency. Let me be absolutely clear about this. If you are carrying a balance on a credit card that has a 20% interest rate, you are in a financial crisis. You cannot outinvest a 20% debt. It's just not possible. It's like trying to fill up your bucket while someone else has a high pressure hose pointed right at it, draining it faster than you could ever hope to fill. So you have to fight back. And you've got 2 main weapons to choose from. First is the snowball method. You pay off your smallest debt first, which gives you a quick psychological win and builds momentum. Or you can use the avalanche method. You attack the highest interest debt first, which is going to save you the most money over time. Honestly, it doesn't matter which one you choose. Just pick one, commit to it, and absolutely destroy that debt. This brings us right to mistake number 4, and it's all about building a proper foundation. See, far too many people are out there trying to build their financial house on sand. I mean, this slide says it all, doesn't it? Investing before you have a safety net is exactly like trying to build a skyscraper on a beach during a hurricane. The very first unexpected bill, a car repair, a medical issue, it's going to force you to sell your investments, probably at a loss, or even worse, drive you right back into high interest debt, wiping out all of your progress. So the fix is to build what I call a peace of mind buffer. Your first immediate goal is a starter emergency fund of $1,000. Let me be clear, this is not investment money, this is insurance. It's insurance against panic and against making bad decisions. It's the concrete foundation that will allow you to build real, lasting wealth on top. And now for our 5th and final mistake, the one that robs you of your most powerful wealth-building asset of all. I call this one the cost of tomorrow. I really want you to let this one sink in.
These are, without a doubt, the most expensive words you can ever tell yourself. Every single time you say you'll start investing, later, or when I have enough money, you are losing something precious that you can never, ever get back. And that thing is time. The math is just undeniable. An investor who starts early with small, consistent amounts will almost always end up with more money than someone who starts much later with way larger amounts. Think of it like a snowball rolling down a really long hill. The longer the hill, the bigger that snowball gets at the bottom. Time is your hill. So the fix is ridiculously simple. Just start now. You don't need thousands of dollars to begin. You can start with just $10 in a simple index fund. The goal here isn't to get rich overnight. The goal is to build the habit of being an owner of assets, not just a consumer of things. Because, at the end of the day, it all really comes down to this. Building wealth isn't some complex secret that's only reserved for geniuses. It's about having the discipline to stop the very leaks we've talked about today, and then having the patience to let your efforts compound and grow over time. So, there you have it. You now have the roadmap, you know the 5 major leaks that are sinking your wealth, and you know the exact fixes for each one. So, the only question that really matters now is this. Which hole in your bucket are you going to patch first?